So now we are on YouTube too. Hello, everybody from YouTube. My name is Gabriele, and today I will guide the conversation here. Here we are going to talk about International Women's Day and embrace equity. Guys, I forgot to share with you, but I will put on the chat another link about International Women's Day. We can learn a little bit about the day and the team, the central team that we are discussing now. And as we are 6 here, I will split up you in small groups to make the conversations flow better, okay? Let me explain a little bit about TNT. TNT is a language platform for beginner, intermediate, and advanced speakers. Immersion meetings are not regular classes, so here I'm not teaching you or correct you. So please feel free to make mistakes because here we are in a safe and a respectful place, and we don't judge you. And the best part of it is that we can learn each other through the conversation in a real environment, all right? So now I will split up you in small groups. If you receive an invite to go to another group, please accept. If you know, stay in the main room, okay? Okay, I hope all of you enjoy the conversation, and let's get started. So, Mariana, can you introduce yourself to us and choose another one to do the same?
Okay, and my name is Mariana. I'm here for the second time, and so I'm a little bit nervous because of, as I said, this is my second time here, and I'm a chemistry. I have a PhD in analytical chemistry. I'm 35 years old, and currently I'm living in Juiz de Fora, Minas Gerais, and I'm married, and I have a dog called Amora.
And that's cute.
Yes, she's very cute. Actually, she's a lady because she has 9 years old, and yes, she's very old for a dog. And I think that's it. And what about you, Elinate? Can you introduce yourself?
Elinade, I think, I don't know if you are muted, but we can listen you.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are not listening you.
Yeah.
Try to. Okay. I think it's better. So I think we can wait a little bit.
Yes.
And okay, you talk about your area, about how you work in chemistry. You did your PhD, all right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Do you want to know about what I did during my PhD?
Yeah, I have an idea because I work as a scientist in a laboratory, and I did my master's and my PhD on food engineering and I think
She came back. Where?
she came back.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, my name is Elineide, but you can call me Eli or Ellie. I live in São Bernardo, and I'm from São Bernardo actually. And like the other lady, I have a dog. I have a pet. His name is Tel. And what else? It's not my first time today. Actually, with Gabriela is my first time, but I've been participating in conversations since 2020. And after a long period of absence, I'm here again, trying to improve my English conversation. And I think it's an amazing environment to do such a thing. And what else? I think that the more important thing about me is the thing that I said. I don't know if you have any questions about me, so feel free to address me. But most important thing about me is this.
Nice to know about you, Elineide, and nice to know about your how you are improving your English here and participating in the conversation since 2022. Nice to know about it. And as Mariana, that she started this year, and this is so good to know about how TNT works, helps you to improve your language. So my name is Gabriele, but you can call me Gabi. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Rio Grande do Sul, but 2 years ago, I came to Rio de Janeiro to do my postdoctoral research. So actually, I work as a scientist in a laboratory at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. And I'm starting my own food tech. And now I became a scientist entrepreneur. So it's a good journey that I am starting. I'm not have brothers and sisters. I'm living alone. My family stay at Rio Grande do Sul, but I really like to live in Rio de Janeiro with my friends that I made here. I'm not married, and unfortunately, I don't have a pet. So I intend to adopt maybe a cat in the future because I really like it. And I think that's enough to know me. On my free time, I really like to stay at home, watch movies, series, and listen to music, or hang out with my friends, playing yoga, this type of things. So let's get started about the theme. Question number 2. What does International Women's Day mean to you? What means to you, Elineide?
I cannot hear you. I don't know if something wrong with your mic or with my connection, but I cannot hear you. I don't know about my.
You can read the question.
No.
Okay, I will put the questions again. I will put the question again on the chat, because as you enter again on the chat, maybe you can see the questions. So it's the question number 2, okay?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What does International Women's Day mean to you?
Gabi, I can't hear you.
You can hear me?
No.
You can hear me, Mariana?
Yes, I can.
Mari, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I'm hearing
Yes,
you.
But I can't hear you. I don't know what is happening.
Maybe you can turn on your
My
volume.
mic's okay. I'm gonna try to
I'm not sure if
join
he
this
is
conversation
about
and try to get in again and again because I did such a thing a few minutes ago. Just a second.
you can hear us, no?
Yes.
I
Okay.
think maybe you try again, but what does International Women's Day mean to you, Mariana?
Wow, this is a hard one. This is a hard question because usually I don't think so much about this day. This is the first time that someone asked to me what this day means to me. And so after watching the video that you post to us, I think that it's hard to be woman these days. Every time actually, because we are not equal to men, and our opportunities and the way that people see us is different. Even we don't like, we don't want that people see us in a different way. But I don't know, I believe that every woman have experienced something, some situation that proves what I'm saying. And so, yes, we must use these days to call for respect, to equity, and yes, I think this is the most important thing in this day: respect and equity.
Yeah, I really agree with you. I think it's a day that we can remember about how we are and our rights, and thinking in a balance that we are different than men, and that we have some necessities totally different than men, and this needs to be taken in account when we are in a promotion or trying to get a job, or in your career, in your daily lives, and something.
Yes, because
you know the things in your life.
Yes, because it's not about our work, our way to do the work, because we are the same in the sense, but our personal necessity is different from the men's.
Yeah.
And so this is must to be in account in some way, take this in account in some way.
Yeah, totally. And how about you, Elinate? What does International Women's Day mean to you?
Well, represents to me a great opportunity to struggle about my rights and about things that I consider important, and also to celebrate. Here in Brazil, we have a few conditions about women, considering, I mean, in comparison to another countries, I mean, Oriental countries, actually. But I see the International Women's Day like a great opportunity to celebrate our achievements, because there was a lot of women struggling about our rights. So we are here in Brazil, we have some important positions, but in this case, I totally agree with Mari. We have a lot of difficulties related to job and related to equity, I mean, salary, benefits, and so on. But I still believe that we are in a better position in comparison to another ones, I mean, around the world. And I truly believe that we have a lot of things to do, of course, but most importantly, we have a lot of things to celebrate and to honor the women that came before us. And for me, it's an important day. Like I told you in the beginning of this conversation, Women's Day is today, but I believe that our day is every single day. So today is a little bit special but I love this day actually, and I think that we have a great opportunity to celebrate, yes, to celebrate, and to continuing to keeping going on our struggle to get more.
Perfect, Eli. I don't have words enough to talk about what you said because it was perfect. It's an amazing comment about the International Women's Day. And I'd like to add something. In this morning, I read a text talking about International Women's Day. And in this text, that there was a phrase that is, this day is not a romantic day, it's a political day. And I totally agree with this because it's a day that we to remember our achievements, personal achievements, and the achievements as a community, as a women community, and a day to think about the future, what we can do in the future to create more opportunities, more equity for us. So I think this is the day that we can be more we can reflect more and think more about our how we are important to the society, you know. So what you said and Mariana said, it's perfect to resume. I don't know if this word is correct, but to summarize International Women's Day. The question number 3 is about a woman who inspires you. So eliminate which woman inspire you the most?
Well, besides my mom, I have another 2. Oprah Winfrey is a very inspiring woman, and I forgot her surname. Is that okay? Miss Zilda Arns. Zilda Arns. It was I'm not pretty sure about the terminology that I can describe her, but it was like a philosopher, but it was related to Catholic Church. I'm gonna search the right expression to describe her, but for me, she is a very inspiring woman because she had a great concern about our society, about children, and about poverty, and what could what she could do to get better. I mean, to create a better society, a better Brazilian society. So for me, she's very inspiring. And Oprah, my goodness, she's amazing, a very strong woman. And I don't have words to describe her and about things that she faced in her life. And she learned amazing ways to overcome all the bad things that happened to her. And I think that we are a little bit Oprah in such in every single day, you know, because we have of course we don't have the same difficulties that she had, but sometimes we have to overcome some situations in order to keep going, in order to keep the health, the mental health, and so on. And for me, is very important. I'm gonna search the phrase, the words and the adjectives to describe Miss Zilda Arns to put on the chat.
Perfect, Eline. Nice to know about the women that inspires you. And I think it's so good to have good examples to inspire to inspire you and to be a good person, or to be a good professional and something like that. So, and I know Zilda Arms a little bit, but I think Oprah is more, I don't know how to explain this in English, but I think Oprah is more famous than Zilda Arms, unfortunately, because Zilda is Brazilian. So maybe people abroad to Brazil don't know about Zilda, but for Brazilians, she was a doctor. Yeah, exactly. And she was so important to our country. And how about you, Mariana?
Okay, after the words of Eli, it's hard to say anything, but I can choose anyone besides my mom, because she is a truly and example for me, because so I'm her daughter, and so I know her in details, and I know how strong she is and how worker she is, and put she was mom at so young. She had me at 19, and her father doesn't talk to her for a long time, and she was married to my father until he died, but she had to overcome such unimaginable things to be who she is today. And yeah, she's the most and the main example to me. She's a very inspired person.
Yeah, I don't know if it happens with you, Mari, but in my case, my mom is also the person that inspires me. I have another woman to share with us, but my mom is in the first step. And as I'm 31, I have some problems in daily life or some challenge, and always I think about, oh my God, how my mom's
Yes.
overcome it when she had the same age as me. So I don't know how she did it in the past, because we had different realities. I don't have children, for example.
Yeah.
And I think it was so difficult to her to overcome some challenge in her life. So I feel so proud of my mom. She is the woman that inspires me a lot. And she's so strong. She's so resilient. She's so how to say, I don't have words enough to describe my mom, but she inspires me a lot. And the other person that I'm so inspired is my ex-advisor, because my ex-advisor, who mentored me in my master's and my PhD, also inspires me to be a good professional, to do my best in the work, to do my best for the world. So she's so intelligent, she's so dynamic, she overcomes to the challenge in the research, how to do research in Brazil. This is so important for humans here. And for all these things, she also inspires me in my professional career. So I have both. I have my mom, who inspires me professional, of course, but more in my personal life. How can I be a better person to the world? And my ex-advisors, who inspires me to do my best in my profession. So I think that's enough. And I really like to know about our inspirations. So, Elinate, can you read the question number 4 for us and answer to?
Question number 4. What progress have you seen in gender equity in your community? I can describe about Brazilian society actually. We have some good example, like some industries, some companies have been encouraging some women to be entrepreneur. Sorry, this word is kind of difficult to pronounce. And in this government, we have the Equity Ministry and the Women Ministry. And I think they are focused and working hard to change the bad reality that we had. I mean, we still have the bad reality about women and about poverty in Brazil. And we also have some universities promoting some important actions like free courses and actions like speeches in webinars related to technology and related to things that they consider important to give the woman opportunity to get a job or to be promoted. And I think we are talking about women, but in this context, I would like to say about in general genders. So these kind of universities are promoting some actions related to give a good opportunity to young people get the first job, their first job, or a better job, or being promoted. And I think we must recognize these actions like a great opportunity to try to change the society, you know, to try to give some empowerment to these people. And these people used to be like, I don't have the financial conditional to pay to a college or to an English course or something like this. But here in Brazil, we have the bad hat to recognize the European countries or even the United States is better than we are. But in this case, I totally disagree, because I think Brazil is a land of opportunities, and we must recognize this. We have a lot of actions to promote these kind of things. So this is my opinion about this question, and I don't know if you have something important to add or to contribute in anything else, but it's okay, feel free.
Nice point, Elineide. I agree with you about the progress that you mentioned, and I'd like to know about Mariana. What progress have you seen in gender equity in our community?
Yes, I agree with Ellie. It's she pointed very important things, and I would like to add just one that it's a small thing, but it's kind of invisible. But the access to university, to a public university, especially, and when I was during my bachelor degree, the number of women's in the courses of I don't know the word exatas.
STEAM.
STEAM.
STEAM. It's a summary of sciences, technology, engineer, and math. That the
STEAM.
all areas.
Okay. Thank you. STEAM. STEM.
Yeah. STEM.
Okay, thank you. And so the number of women during course in STEM areas was higher than 50% of the classes. And this is a number that changes for in the past, in the 1970s, it was not like that. And so we are I forgot the word. I'm sorry. We are conquered our spaces by our space by merit, and so this is an invisible and small thing that I think that it's very important, because more women getting access to public education and to higher education means that more women are capable to conquer a better job that pay better than something in this way.
Yeah, perfect, Mari. And I totally agree with you, because I see around me a lot of women doing her bachelor's or other graduations or masters and PhD. So this is so nice to see girls doing it, and doing it in areas considered as main areas like science, technology, engineering, and math. So this is so nice to see women occupy doing this type of things in our society. And one thing that I can add is that at the university, as Eli said, is that I think in the university we are encouraged to be an entrepreneur, to be a scientist as a woman, and to do our research. And I think we have a progress in it compared to the past. I think today we are more empowered to doing this type of things, especially in university. And I feel that in university, we are discussing more about maternity, because it's more speeches and free courses about how to balance maternity and research, for example, in the specific case that what I'm doing now. So I have some colleagues that have children, and they are in the same lab as me, doing the best and being a good mom too. So I think in this way, okay, I know it depends of it depends of the scenario, but in the scenario that I live, I feel that we have a progress. We have a progress to embrace the maternity and understand that women have the rights to be a mom and doing our work and balance it. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but I think this is a good way. It's a good thing that I see the progress in our society. And about the question number 5, Mari, can you read for us and answer?
What challenge do women stereotypically still face based on their gender? Okay. I think there is an example, the situation that happened to me in the past. It's better don't say when, but for example, we are all the time judged by our appearances, and this is so unfair, because when I published my first article, my first paper, I heard from a man that I should publish this, put a picture of me wearing a bikini, and to see more, to get more views. And I saw this so disrespectful with me, because it was my first accomplishment as a scientist, my first paper, And I heard such a ridiculous thing. And this is a problem because all the time people look at you and judge you by your appearance. You are skinny, or are you fat? Are you blonde? Are you brunette? And this is, I think that this is the challenge that woman has in these days, because we are still judging by our appearance. And yeah.
Perfect. I totally agree with you, Mariana. I think nowadays we are judged about our appearance and about how the way we look. And if you are, we are with in a good way, we are with the nails okay, and if you are with makeup or no. And in my case, I think one challenge that I faced, it's so personal, but I think other girls maybe pass the same situation. Is that I have a young appearance. Like maybe sometimes people tell me that I have 18, 22, but I'm 31 years old. And sometimes it could be, it's not nice, because it's like, oh, she's so young, she can do it. She can do it a good job because she's mature. And if I was a man, maybe it could be not happen, because this is not a question for a man, but for girls, we are judged. We are constantly judging about our peers. And if we looks like more younger than we are, sometimes in a job interview, we can be judged like, oh, she can get this job, she can, how to say, she can with the pressure about this job, she can,
she's so fragile.
Yeah, she's so fragile, exactly, because she looks like so young. And I think this is a type of a stereotype challenge that we need to overcome. And how about you, Elinate?
Well, unfortunately, we've been facing a lot. In my case, for example, I have an example to give you. 3 years ago, I decided to apply to a position in a company. I wasn't employed in that occasion, and the interviewer made me a question, like uncomfortable question, like you are mom. It was, and my answer was no, I'm not. And do you intend to be a mom? Yes, of course. Okay. How old are you? And my question, my replies, my question back was like, why do you consider this kind of questions important to this position? Why being a mother is related to this position? I try to mean that I'm not able to get this job if I will be a mother, or I'm sorry, I cannot understand you. Of course, I wasn't approved for this position, and for me in that occasion about this question was not important. But in this case, we've been facing a lot. Like I said, woman was raised to be a mother, was raised to be a housemaker. It was like, you are not woman if you don't do such a thing. I mean, if you are not perfect, I mean, washing dishes, doing laundering, or organizing a home or something else. It's like you are not a perfect woman if you can do these things properly. And another one, if you have more than 40 and you are not a mom, or if you are single, you are an incompleted woman because you know you don't have a boyfriend or a husband, and you don't have kids, or, which means you are not a perfect woman. And the other things that is related to the corporate matters. If you usually go straight to the point and you are a woman, you're considered rude. But if you are a man, you have great qualities of leadership. So it's like I don't have the properly word to describe my feeling about this. The last thing that I said for me is ridiculous.
Yeah, excellent point, Elinate. And all the things that you mentioned are not questions for men, but just for women. All this type of situation in a job interview and this type of stereotypes like to be a perfect woman and to be a good mom, or if you decide to don't be a mother, sorry, don't be a mother, or being a mother to need to see it to be a perfect mother. And if you are not engaged or married, you are not perfect too. So thank you for sharing your ideas with us, because it was so amazing here. Girls, time is running, unfortunately, so we have time to discuss one more question. So I skip the questions number 6 and 7. And in few words, in what way do you support and empower other women in daily life? Elinate, can you share with us your point of view?
Just to confirm that I understood correctly, we are talking about number 6 and number 7, right?
No, I skip up the question number 6 and 7. We are in the question number 8.
8. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great question indeed. And I usually say important things, I mean, to encourage them. It was like I said in the beginning of this conversation, to recognize that we have a lot of things to do. We have much challenge to overcome, but we also have important things to celebrate. The most important of it is not to forget about who you are and things that you have, and also things that you want to achieve in your personal life, in your professional life. And I try to encourage them. And also, if you have some like story, or if you are an entrepreneur, of course, I will help you. Even I cannot buy something that you sell, but I will try to share your Instagram post or your Facebook post, something like that. Is like to encourage you to keep going on your roles and your dreams. It's my way, and I think that I'm doing a good job.
It's my way too. I do the same things that you mentioned. And how about you, Marie?
Me too. I do the same things that Eli said. And for the woman that are around of me, I try to listen them and not judge their necessities. because it's very easy to judge some situation. So I have a lot of friends and my sister that have kids, have children, and so their lives is so challenged because of this, because there are a lot of things to do, and I try to listen them and not judge. And I think this is very, very important. And I have, for example, some friends that are mom, but she's not in a relation with a man, with the father. And it's very easy to hear someone saying bad things about the behavior of woman that is not married with the father of the kid. And so I try to support them, to listen them, and not judge.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I try to genuinely listen other women without judging, and pay attention about your necessities and the things that they are saying to me. I think this is so important, to be a good listener. How was the conversation for you, Wallace?
Well, guys, Natalie, I was gonna say your name in English. Natalia and Pedro, it was a great conversation. I had the most wonderful time talking about this topic, and great job, Gabriele. It was an excellent topic to discuss. We had a beautiful time there. And well, Pedro and Natalia, what do you say about that? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Our little conversation.
Was amazing, Gabi. When I noticed that, oh my God, I'm in a room with two guys in the International Women's Day, I will kill Gabi. But the guys, they are so amazing. I will send a heart here for them. They are amazing, Gabi. The best conversation ever.
Nice to know about it. Guys, I put on the chat the forms for the feedback about this immersion. I feel so glad that you enjoyed this conversation. And I will choose Natalia to answer one question for us with few words. So, Natalia, complete the sentence. The best way to celebrate International Women's Day is
respecting women. Oh, respecting, treat them well, and never forget the story. The background around the meaning of that day.
Yeah, perfect. Guys, nice to stay with you this evening. I hope see you again in the next week. And thank you for your time and for sharing our ideas. I really appreciated this moment, okay? So, see you again in the next meeting, okay?
See you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.
See you,
Bye-bye.
Gabi.